Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our new video, our Survivor 44 Episode 4 review. And I know there's going to be a big surprise for everybody out there, but we actually have idols, so we're safe. You can't do anything. We've got some fake idols. We're going to give those to you guys because this is like Oprah with the idols at this point.
Yeah, it's more of a question at this point of who doesn't have an idol? Who's the person who doesn't have a real idol, a fake idol, an advantage? Because the list is much easier to keep.
Okay, the Probst has gotten up on a real high horse with all these things. He loves to twist, but I feel like we were deprived of something joyous in this episode. It's like Sarah found a fake idol. She didn't even use her fake idol. It's like we didn't even get the whole wah, wah moment of it just like not working out and having the surprise face after. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, but it just goes to show that Carolyn really put this plan together for her and Josh and that it worked so well. I mean, you saw Yam Yam's face. He did not know what was going on. Sarah didn't even try to use her fake idol. Like, it was put together just like beautifully. It was so good to watch unfold.
I loved all that. We're gonna have a lot of praise for Carolyn, but just from the jump here, like her little scavenger hunt at the start of this episode.
Okay, before we get into this video, we just want to give a special thanks to you guys for, talking to us to bring back Survivor. It was something that we were doing for a long time, and then we took a little reality break, and, it was because of you guys that we came back. And, if you want to help support the channel, we have a super thanks button that's just below this video. If you hit that, you'd be able to help support us here at the channel, and it would really mean a lot to us. So thank you to everyone who has already done that and helped bring the videos back.
Thank you guys so much, and thank you, Carolyn, for this supreme final quarter of this episode is incredible on so many levels. Like, first and foremost, I think she did absolutely the right move in this scenario.
100%. If she was feeling any sort of way that maybe Yam Yam and Sarah were gonna do her dirty, she had to make this move, because if Josh went, then it's her just by herself if she felt she was losing that connection with Yam Yam. And I mean, she's in such a good spot now. Watching him reach over and hold her hand after that happened, it was so good.
It was like she is going to have Josh's trust now, at least for a good part of and she keeps her own idol, and she still hasn't told anybody that she has that. And I think all of this to me is made even funnier by just the fact that I don't think Josh is actually very good, because it was like back at Soka, Josh was just like, I've got this. I'm the man in the middle. And even throughout the episode, I'm in a really good spot. And like, number one, Josh, no, you weren't. They were going to vote you out. Number two, why are you telling these other people that you were in a good spot? You should be like, I was on the bottom over there. They didn't like me. Because they're going to think you just want to flip back over to them later.
He made a bunch of errors. I mean, lying about what he does for a profession. I was just like, if you're on Survivor, if I'm on Survivor, what am I going to be more threatened by? To be like, ooh, this person might be a problem that I can't beat. Is it a surgeon or is it a physical trainer? For me, it's going to be the physical trainer, because I know in this game that, obviously smarts are really important, but nobody's doing surgery on this island. But they are doing physical challenges. There's a lot of physical challenges. You need to be able to be well rested. You need to be somewhat, physical to be able to kind of win and be able to build around camp and keep things going, getting firewood and all that sort of stuff. I would be more like, oh, he's a physical trainer. That might be somebody who's got to go at the merge.
It's all so crazy, because it's like, you tell everybody,
and his lie was so bad too. They're all like, let's do the math of the school. That means he's a doctor.
Yeah, the math was terrible. The way he told it was not good. The fact that he apparently said something at a challenge in the past that was like, I'm good. If you've already told people something, everybody else is eventually going to talk. This isn't going to be Survivor. You three are all going to stay on the same beaches for the rest of the show, like Josh, he might be able to get it together. There's still a lot of time left in the season, but the fact that he had no self-awareness of his place on Soka whatsoever makes me feel like this is just Carolyn just carrying him on her back at this point.
Yeah, and you can't lie about your job and then, expect that people aren't going to figure it out when you told the truth about your job at the beginning. It's like being in Big Brother and being like, yeah, I'm a surgeon. Later being like, no, really, I'm a physical trans. Like, we're all here together. We heard what you said the first time.
It's okay.
Either you're lying then or you're lying now. Lying is lying.
Yeah. Now let's get into just the whole central twist of this episode, because we all needed another twist. So, okay, we have Josh, Carson, and Jamie. They all go on this journey. And in the process of doing this journey, they all get idols. I mean, yes, granted, they're all like have an expiration date of when everybody is back together. Like, I'm assuming, you guys could correct me in the comments, but I'm assuming this is a situation where once it's the merge, it's probably all null and void anyway. Because it's like, what if only one person makes it to the merge? Then do they get to keep their idol? I don't know. And that's
okay, but right now there's like 6 real idols going on. Like, it's too many.
Yeah, it is way too many. It is really confusing. I mean, here's the one though that I find the absolute funniest, and that is Jamie's situation here, where she has this,
my girl Jamie.
She's got this that she has uncovered now through going on this journey, and she's over on Soka. She's over there being like, I got 2 idols. It's like, okay, number one of those idols is fake. Number 2, if you get to the merge and, if this one seems to be your other idol is going to be null and void. So you're going to go from having 2 idols that you think you have to having none. This is the game equivalent of Jamie falling out of the boat at the start of the game.
Maybe she's going to fall into a win, my girl Jamie.
Okay, Jamie is fun.
Jamie is fun. Jamie's not going to win.
Jamie's got a very high opinion of her game at the moment with her 2 idols that she seems to have thought that she had.
I completely understand. Yeah. If I was sitting on 2 idols, or I think that she has no way to know, right? Like, we can all be here like, ha ha ha, we know that you have a fake idol, but she doesn't know.
This is the really big problem I have with this. Here's an idol, you go to the other tribe. It should just be a necklace or something that everybody else knows immediately. Like, okay, welcome Carson, you're on Ratu now, that's fine, we're gonna welcome you, you're safe, we understand that, so we will all collectively decide to vote somebody out. Instead, you're basically giving the person with the idol like all the power to potentially get rid of somebody.
I disagree, because we got this amazing moment tonight where Carolyn decided that she was going to make this move to get herself in a way better position, knowing this secret about Josh, that he has this idol. He shared it with her. It made for such good TV tonight. Like, I can't get over Jam Jam's face.
See, okay, I'm just attributing it to Carolyn being awesome. And, I'm not, that's where I'm landing with it. Jam Jam's face was priceless. And here's the other brilliant thing about this move, at least just from, where I'm sitting right now. Jam Jam can't blame anybody for this other than himself. Like, he might be mad that Carolyn, like, betrayed him or whatever, but, like, how much do you really expect somebody to take it when you're just like, oh, no offense, but anytime you start a sentence with no offense, it's going to be followed by an offense. And that is exactly what happened. Like, he was just so condescending to her time and time and time again. Like, Jam Jam, he strikes me as the sort of guy who's just, he's probably very popular in life because he's such a character, and he just he can sort of attribute a lot of things to, oh, I'm just a crazy character who I say things. And Carolyn called him out on that at Tribal Council.
Yeah, and I said this before in a video a couple of days ago, that she is just so excellent at reading people and picking up on things right away and calling it out. She did that with Carson a couple episodes ago. She did that tonight with Jam Jam at Tribal Council when he let slip the word her, and he's like, no, let me roll this back. And she's like, no, you're not gonna roll this back, because you said what you said, and I believe what you said is what you said. No, it was just a slip up. Sure. And like, if she was unsure before about her plan, that was it.
Yeah, I just think ultimately They did not mesh. Yam Yam thought he was in too good of a spot, that Carolyn was just going to follow whatever he said, and now she gets to sort of write a little bit of her own story. And just because there's like 3 people and we don't know where there's going to be a swap or a merge or whatever else, they could easily just be going to tribal again very, very soon.
Yeah, and if they do, Yam Yam's in huge trouble. Like, he would really have to find a way to mend that in a way that Carolyn would trust.
All right, let's talk about one of the other, maybe not a huge character on the show yet. He's had his moments, but a huge character here in these videos, Merge Boot Danny. Merge Boot Danny in this episode. He decided, by the way, once again, we don't know any spoilers. It's so obvious that he is the Merge Boot, and it is still obvious that he is the Merge Boot, because it's like, as good as Danny may have been with his own, finding the idol plan and, the fake idol plan that Matt's got and all this other sort of stuff. It's just sort of like, I'm going to open up her bag. I'm going to see what's going on. And you couldn't find anything in her bag. Number one, I saw if you're going to like make the sort of Survivor controversial, it's technically allowed move of digging through somebody's bag, you got to be like, just like do it. He was just like, that was the most careful bag examination I've ever seen.
Oh, for sure. Because at that point, let's just say it was all put together very carefully so that, they would know when they came back if somebody messed around with their bag. It isn't necessarily Danny. There's a whole bunch of other people there, so it could be anybody. You might as well just dump the bag out.
Yeah, maybe she had him hidden somewhere else. Maybe that's all really what was going on here, but I was just like, Merge Boot Danny. What are you doing? What is going on here? Jamie's technically still does have an idol. She can get rid of one of you. And you know what? If I am Jamie at this point, I'm voting out Merge Boot Danny.
It's so hard to know what Jamie's gonna end up doing. Like, that first night that she was at Tribal, she's like, oh, I'm just gonna do my shot in the dark. It's like, nobody's even talking about you. She's the wild card on this heist.
Yeah, no, she really, really, really is. And this is still a really good season. I think there's still there's still some characters on it I really don't think we've really fleshed out all that much. It's the sort of like Carson went to Ratu, and it's like, that's the only headline, Carson went to Ratu. It's just like nothing that interesting is going on there as of yet.
Yeah, I think there's still more to uncover. We're going to learn more about some of the other people that haven't had a lot of screen time. Really, I just want to see a lot of these real idols, fake idols, advantages. Like, some of this needs to get just flushed out, and like, let's not have this much. Like, it's fine to have some of it, and it'd be a great TV moment to have somebody hold up their fake idol and be like, I'd like to use this. This ain't real. Sorry for your luck. Sit back down. That's going to be a moment if it happens. But at the same time, this is a really good cast.
Yeah.
I don't think they need this many idols. No season needs to have like 100 real idols and fake idols all going on at the same time. This cast is playing, and they're playing hard.
Does remind me, I forgot to say this earlier, Sarah's inheritance, if I can say it properly.
Inheritance advantage.
Yes, that.
Bye-bye.
That is gone. So guess what, Probst? Ha!
Yeah, you really didn't like that advantage. It's too
overpowered. Oh yeah, another thing, my favorite noise of the episode is my impression of Carolyn during the reward challenge. I don't know what she was doing. Every time she was like, every time.
Good for you. It gives you extra strength, whatever you need to do.
Okay, I'm done. I'm going to keep doing it. We're going to log this off now, but thank you guys so much. If you do want to support us further, check out that super thanks button below the video, and we'll see you here next time.